Hi everyone. Today we're going to do something a bit different. I'm on my way to McDonald's and I'm going to try out this McSpicy chicken burger that everybody's going on about. Apparently it's so spicy. McDonald's isn't really kind of known for doing anything spicy, so let's just go and see what it's like. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do it a bit differently. I'm not going to do it just by itself. I'm also going to compare it with the Chicken Legend spicy, with the spicy meal, because apparently that was previously the spiciest chicken burger McDonald's did. So let's see if the McSpicy is spicier than that, and by kind of how much. So we'll see what it's like, and I think that makes it easier for people to kind of gauge. If they've already had the Legend kind of spicy one, then they might understand a bit better what the McSpicy is going to be about. So yeah, so we're on our way to McDonald's just now. I've ordered it on the app, so we'll see how that goes. I've used the app quite a lot in other places. I haven't used it at the McDonald's we're going to, because I've never used this McDonald's before. Unfortunately, my wife and my kids have used this McDonald's before. This is the one in Exmouth. And their feedback from it is, well, her exact words is, it's shit. Sorry for the language, but that's what she said. And she says they always get the order wrong, and then you go back and it's like they try and kind of, their customer service and everything else is so bad that they try and make out as if like you ordered it wrong. Well, no, I know exactly what I ordered, but you haven't given it to me, and now you're making it out to be such a big fuss by having to correct your mistake. Well, don't make the mistake and you won't have to correct it. So that's her kind of view, so she doesn't like it. So we'll see what it's like. So it's ordered through the app, so they've got no kind of confusion that they maybe misheard me or didn't understand me. So it's been ordered. So I've ordered a McSpicy meal with a chocolate milkshake, just in case if it's really spicy, I've got something to cool down the mouth. I quite like spicy food, so I've got no problems usually with spice. Obviously, if it's extreme levels of spice, then yes, I'll probably have problems with it. Most people do. I honestly can't remember the spicy Chicken Legend. I don't even know how spicy it is, so it's kind of interesting to see what that's going to be like. And I've ordered their stack burger that they've got out at the same time. So I thought, well, if I'm going there, I might as well pick that up as well, just to see what it's like. So there's going to be 3 kind of burgers on review today. So, and I don't really do burger reviews. I don't really eat at McDonald's very often. But we'll see what it's like, and we'll give it a go. And of course, we'll find out if Exmouth McDonald's is as bad as the wife makes out. I honestly don't know. I've never used it. I could be pleasantly surprised, or I could be completely disappointed. But we'll see what it's like. So we will pick up when we get there. Back in a moment. Right, back again. It's a bit of a long drive. It's almost 10 miles from where I have the house to this McDonald's. Yeah, just to give you an update, we haven't done any videos for a while because I've been busy trying to sort out company accounts and just get kind of everything sorted, and the weather has been really hot and that hasn't really helped things. And wife and the kids, they were getting all ready to go away to Russia. They flew off today, so they're spending the summer in Russia. Unfortunately, I'm going to stay here and do some things with the business and things like that. So hopefully when I've now got everybody away and with the house to myself, I can do a lot more reviews and just a lot more videos in general about all different things. Right, I hope to God this isn't a queue for the McDonald's. But there seems to be a queue out in the road. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, this appears to be the queue for the McDonald's. Outside on the road. Jesus God. Oh, there's a van there. 125 motorbike. Huge, big, thick back wheel. No wonder there's no blooming power if it's basically having to kind of revolve that all the time, but never mind. Right, now because I've done it on the app, I've got to kind of look to see, because apparently I can do a click-up point. I always have to do the click-up point where click and collect, or what they call it. See, there's a thing there. Now you can tell them where you want to collect it from. This is going to be a bit difficult. I don't really want to kind of... The problem's, you've got where the drive-through is, and they put these click and collect bays that basically you've got to go into the drive-through queue to get into. And then of course you can't get back out because of people queuing up for the drive-through. Stupid. So yeah, this isn't the first, well, situation of stupidity I've come across, but it's not a good start for this McDonald's. Can't even get in to collect my order. Which is a bit ironic because of things I've done in the past that I had to give up because we couldn't get into McDonald's to collect the orders. I used to have a McDonald's delivery business, which was going really well until McDonald's got so busy that people were queuing up outside and the delivery drivers couldn't get in to collect the orders. So we ended up knocking that on the head because it just became impossible. So there we go. It's a bit ironic that we're now sitting in a queue, can't get into McDonald's to collect an order. Well, we'll wait and we'll wait and we'll wait. Oh, God. It just seems to be an absolute disaster. So where can you actually collect? Order, park, relax. But where are these places where you can park and relax? This is an absolute disaster. This is going well. Click and serve. I'm not even that hungry now. These burgers. God. Oh. Now, one caveat I will say, just in case I forget, with the kind of stack burger, I've ordered it without the tomato. Basically because I'm not a big fan of wet, soggy burgers, and I find tomato usually causes that as a problem. And yeah, no good, not so good, not so great, and yeah, I don't really want that. I think that's number 4, I believe. So we got click and serve. So we're going to have to go in and collect it, because apparently the click and serve doesn't fucking work. Oh. Apparently it's closed now and it doesn't open until 8 AM. So that's a good one, isn't it? So I'm going to have to go into the restaurant and collect this. So this is brilliant. Right, order number 55. I'll be back in a moment. Oh, it gets better. Apparently it's drive-through only. God. So now I've come out the queue for the drive-through to get into the living place, and now I've actually got to go back in for the queue for the drive-through. What a bloody mess this is. Jesus God. It's going well, this. Going really well. Going really well. So, how would I rate the Exmouth McDonald's? Already a complete bloody disaster. My wife said it was shit. I can't really falter on that kind of criticism. I really can't. It is an absolute disaster. This place is a bloody disaster. Seriously. So I don't know what's happened in the place or whatever, but apparently it's drive-through only, and their click and serve kind of collection points, it's closed till 8 AM tomorrow, which I don't really believe, I just think it's closed. So yes, out of all the different ways to collect your order from the app, the only way you can do it is through the drive-through, because the only option, all the other options are not available. You can't collect at your table, you can't collect in the restaurant, and you can't collect at the click and serve. And then I'm going to get to the drive-through here and they're going to say, oh, what do you want? I've already ordered on the app. I'm order number 55. And they'll say, oh, just carry on through then. Bloody hell. This is a nightmare. So, if you ever round about the kind of Exmouth area and you fancy McDonald's, go to KFC or Burger King. Do not come to Exmouth McDonald's. It's a disaster. This wasn't supposed to be a review of the actual McDonald's restaurant, but it seems to have turned out that way. God. Seriously. I thought she was maybe being a bit harsh when she said it was shit. There's a couple of other words I'd probably add to the word shit, to be totally honest, but I'd probably get this video, if it was ever monetized, demonetized. And I'm trying to kind of make content that everybody can watch, so I'm trying to avoid using bad language, which isn't easy for a Scotsman because it just tends to kind of trickle off the tongue very easily. Right now, I'd like to have expletives trickling off the tongue at McDonald's staff. The McDonald's I usually go to is a McDonald's. It's actually in the services in Clumpton, and fair play to them. They're actually very good indeed. Always get the orders right. Always nice and friendly and helpful, and everything is always working and available. The only problem is sometimes they get really busy, and you can see they're stressed out and everything else, but they still try their darndest to help everybody, and I really respect that. But this place, well, McDonald's sign isn't the actual cleanest either. It's quite a dirty sign. There's a lot of kind of, let's just say, build-up of grime all over it. Not the most inviting place, but never mind. I'll put the window up just now because I don't know what's happening, but the drive-through doesn't seem to be moving. Apparently getting burgers out might be a problem. And yeah, there was a guy that pulled in a transporter van, parked up. Now he's behind us. Because I think you kind of realise it's drive-through only. And there's a, don't know if you can see it. Yeah, I don't know. There's a Suzuki van. I don't know why they called it a van, because that was a motorbike. I know it's a kind of a retro style motorbike. And I know obviously they do, I think they do it as a 250 as well, but strange that they went for a lower powered 125. When I mean lower powered, I mean under UK law and European law. It's got to be below 15 brake horsepower. 15 brake horsepower is the maximum you can go with a 125cc motorbike. But they're nowhere near that. I think they're about 11 or something like that. 10 or 11 brake horsepower. And you think, well, with the weight of the bike, especially the weight of the big thick back wheel and tyre, and even the front wheel and tyre is quite thick as well. We'd probably say the front wheel is kind of equivalent to an average 125 rear wheel. You think there would be cases where they'd give it a bit more horsepower just to kind of help it cope with the extra weight, but no. I know it's supposed to be a little kind of a little designed as a kind of Californian kind of city cruiser, that type of thing, but I find that a bit strange. Because one thing usually with 125 motorbikes, once you've been riding about with them for a few months, first thing most people say when they're kind of reviewing them or ask their thoughts of it is, wish I had more power. Usually, or a better top speed, that type of thing. Right, we're not really moving. I was actually going to do some beer reviews tonight. I don't know if that's going to happen. I really don't know. This is going on and on and on and on. Nothing seems to be moving. It seems to be an absolute disaster, this place. And the queue's building up more and more outside with the drive-through. Right. I might as well pause the video here because this is just going to take forever and it's turning into a ball ache already. So we'll catch up once I've actually collected the food. If I've actually collected the food. This could be an anticlimax. This could be a review that never happened. But anyway, catch up in a minute. Still waiting. Oh God. This is dragging on and on. Had to reorder it because apparently the screens are switched off. The screens are switched off in the restaurant, so the order didn't actually come through to their screens because they're switched off. So I had to reorder it again at the drive-through. But at least I didn't have to pay for it, so at least that's quite good. Because I was sure I wasn't going to pay for it twice. Yeah, the lighting's really good just now in here, isn't it? Alright. Move this stuff so I can get my... Always get crap. Why I've got a lot of IKEA pencils in my car cup holder, I honestly really don't know. I think the wife has been on the pilfer again. Or maybe it was me this time, I can't remember. It's usually handy for the toolkit, you know, in your toolbox. With a couple of IKEA pencils. But I don't go for that many. So we'll find out. This is all good, this. All good. Well, I'm almost at the collection point, so I might see some food. Then again, I might not. We'll find out. Thanks.
What is your order?
My order's a McSpicy meal, a single barbecue stack, and chicken legend spicy single.
The one at the window is the chocolate shake. The one at the window is the chocolate shake. Yeah, but it's not saying it's been paid for. That's why we're getting all these swaps. So it's only sort it out window one.
It was paid for on the app.
$50.
Yeah, because it went through the restaurant rather than the drive-through. But apparently your screens are switched off in the restaurant.
Yeah. No, our restaurant's closed,
But yeah.
it's giving me food for all the other cars, and I said that you're the one at the window.
So I don't know what's going on.
Did you pay on the app?
Yes. Well, I have to, because I wouldn't have got that. Because that's your pickup number, and that's when they take the money off.
What is going on with that? It's not saying paid for. Here, I just have to do that one. There.
Thanks for that. Thanks. Right. I believe that's everything. We'll find out. Right, that was an absolute disaster. But eventually I managed to get my food. And we'll get them back home and we'll see what they taste like. So, we'll see you back at the house. Okay, that's us finally back. That was a bit of a struggle, so it was. It should have been a heck of a lot easier than that. So yeah, if you've seen the earlier part of the video, ordering through the app, which has never been a problem with any other McDonald's I've actually used it at, including Columpton. I think there's one near at Telegraph Hill, just outside Exeter. Yeah, with Exmouth, bloody disaster. I don't know what they're playing at, but anyway, we've got it. So, we've got the milkshake, so let's do the first part and get that prepped with the straw. So we've got that done. Right, what else we got? We've got the ubiquitous fries, which are getting a bit cold now. We've got the stack, because this one will have the tomatoes on it. I ordered one without tomatoes on the app, but of course that didn't really work out well, did it? We've got the chicken legend with the hot spicy meal. Ooh. So that, up until the McSpicy came out, that was McDonald's hottest chicken burger. And of course, we've got the McSpicy apparently, but it's not actually in the McSpicy paper. So that's it. So what we'll do is we'll start off with the chicken legend, and they call it hot and spicy meal. Let's see how hot and spicy this meal really is. One of the differences, of course, what I will say is, quite a strong smell of KFC from the bag. You know, when you're doing the kind of hot wings, it's kind of similar kind of smell. Now, of course, I don't know what the McSpicy is. I don't know whether it's a battered one or a breaded one, but I know, of course, the chicken legend is a breaded kind of chicken. And of course it's definitely well pre-made because it's in the shape of a bit like a fish. Chicken doesn't really come that way, but anyway, let's try it and see what it's like. Tastes like a kind of a generic chicken steak, you know, breaded chicken steak that you can get from companies like Bird's Eye and things like that. It's very kind of nondescript. Spicy? Well, no. Maybe a seasoned mayo at best, but no, not spicy at all. Well, at least the milkshake managed to stay cold. Right, so I'll put that over here and we'll try the McSpicy. Now, there we go. The bun and lettuce has the kind of smell of the chicken fillet burger you get at KFC has that kind of smell about it. This looks like a kind of more kind of battered kind of oh, there is. Oh, good, the roll started to come back. As you can probably see, there's some mayo in there. I don't know whether the mayo is spicy or not. Some people say it, some people don't really mention it, so I don't know, we'll find out. But yes, it looks like a generic kind of fillet burger from KFC. So anyway, let's try it and see what it's like. Bun's quite sweet. Mayo, bit vinegary. Heat wise, really getting any heat. I mean, it is probably more seasoned. I don't want to use the word spicy because in my way I don't think it's spicy at all. It has got more heat than the Chicken Legend hot and spicy meal. Yeah, that has. But it is hotter than the Legends. Is it as hot as, say, the kind of hot wings in KFC? No, I would say they're a bit leveled down. Similar type of kind of flavour and similar type of heat of how it is in the mouth. So I think the seasoning is quite similar, but it's not as hot as that. And I'm not saying they're hot, they're not, but it's a way of kind of gauging it. So this is hotter than a Chicken Legend hot and spicy meal. It's not as hot as the hot wings in KFC. I would probably say they're, if you were to say that the hot wings were a 10, this would probably be about a 3, and I would say this would maybe be about a 6, maybe a 7. So they're a few steps down from the hot wings, but yeah, it's alright. It is spicier, but I don't want to call it spicy because it isn't really spicy. So I know over here we have the TV and radio personality Jamie Seaton doing an advert for this on radio and things like that, claiming it's so hot, nearly blew his face off and all. It's nonsense, absolutely nonsense. It's like most things that come out of his mouth, just bollocks. So, right, so we've done the spicy. It's okay. I'm not going to say it's wonderful or whatever. It's alright. It's alright for a chicken burger. Would it be better if you got, like, say, a fillet burger from McDonald's, from KFC, and maybe put some hot sauce on it? I would probably say that would be better, but we'll see. Now here's the barbecue double stack, bacon double stack. There we go. Taking the tomato out because I don't really want that. The burger tends to be a bit all over the place, but let's see what it's like. Yeah. Well, typical kind of McDonald's kind of burger. They all kind of generically taste the same until they put the sauces on it. I mean, it's all about sauce with McDonald's to change the burgers. The bacon is usually the kind of undercooked, transparent stuff, lifeless. The only thing you know it is because it adds extra salt, that's all. You would think that with 2 meat patties it would be kind of meaty and beefy. Just isn't. All you can taste is the sauce, really. Sweetness of the bun, saltiness of the bacon. And the onions. You do taste the lettuce if it gets stuck in your teeth or not, but yeah, it's a bit generic, a bit kind of bland, and yeah, this is their signature burger right now. It's part of their kind of latest offering. It is the most expensive burger on the menu. Is it worth it? I think it's about over £6 for a meal. No, it's not so great. So, the McSpicy isn't really that spicy. The Chicken Legends with hot spicy mayo. No, the mayo isn't hot or spicy. So that doesn't really work. And this, well, apart from the barbecue sauce and the saltiness of the bacon, doesn't really taste of much else. Unless you like the taste of onions. So out of 10, I would probably give this a 4. Yeah, probably a 4. The McSpicy, it's alright, it's not really spicy. Unless you're really not used to spicy food, you might find it spicy, but I think most people in the UK that are used to eating kind of kebabs and Indian curries that aren't kormas or tikka masalas, then I don't think they're going to find this particularly spicy. So, the McSpicy, compared to the other chicken offerings and that type of stuff, it is more interesting. They could maybe put some other things on it, like some onions or something else and that, maybe some cheese and that, but it's just lettuce, mayo and the chicken on the bun. So for that, I would give it a 6. Chicken Legend, well, that's just really, kind of really mundane. I would probably give that a 4. So I would give the barbecue bacon stack double, or whatever they call it, we'll give this a 4. We'll give the Chicken Legend hot and spicy meal a 4, and I'll give the McSpicy a 6, just because it's something a bit more interesting. But none of them are hot, and none of them really kind of deliver what they claim they're going to deliver. So another kind of disappointing meal from McDonald's. Hopefully you'll tune in and get to the next video, and maybe something a bit better. Hopefully it'll be some beer reviews. But anyway, thanks for watching, and bye for now.